Hey parents, we are back with one thing I want you to know today. My tip for today is to talk about how something being common is not equivalent to something being normal or especially ideal. And I'm specifically talking about poop. As a potty training coach, one of the things we always ask families when they're approaching or troubleshooting potty training is how often does your child poop? And we're continually surprised to find out that there are lots and lots and lots of kids who don't and never have pooped regularly or predictably or often enough in terms of frequency. For example, today I met with a new mom. Her daughter's 2.5. She reported to me that her child has always struggled to poop since she was a newborn and can go as long as 5 days without going under more extreme circumstances. Under common circumstances, she'll skip, one or two or several days. And when she brings this up to the pediatrician says, some kids just do that, meaning it's common. My tip that I want you to know today is that's a BS answer for keeping it real. Common is not the same as saying it's normal or it's ideal. That logic would be akin to me sitting here on my porch, watching people run the stop sign and saying, oh, well, yeah, a lot of people do that. A lot of people don't stop for stop signs. So let's not address it or try to make it better. Does that make any sense to you? Yes, it is really common in today's world for children to struggle to poop with the right frequency or the right consistency of poop if we're going to get really graphic. However, it being common does not mean that we just say, oh, well, or chalk it up to being normal or ideal. We want these kiddos to be going regularly so that they can be comfortable, so that it doesn't impact their behavior or their potty learning process. So just be really careful when you are asking for help and receiving advice. If something doesn't seem right to you, particularly if your child is struggling, especially if they're experiencing discomfort or pain, just because it's a common thing does not mean that it's normal or ideal, and it does not mean that it's something that we shouldn't take steps to address and improve. So always ask yourself, am I being told that this is common and I should just accept it? Or am I being told that it is ideal and I can just leave it alone? We want to help families get their kiddos on a poop pattern that is ideal for their little bodies, not just common that lots of other kids happen to also do. And there are so many reasons why it's so common for kids to not have the right consistency or frequency of pooping. It can be our diet, it can be our stress. And stress doesn't have to be anything awful. It could just be stress over the new potty training process, a new class, a new teacher, a new sibling. Lots and lots of reasons. There are food allergies, food intolerances, and there are some medical reasons, gut motility, among other things. But again, all those underlying things can and should be addressed. So if your kiddo's struggling with constipation or the consistency or frequency of their pooping, we can help, or we can get you to someone who can help. And don't accept some kids just do that as an answer. And that is what we want you to know today.